Hey everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here today for this Zoom session. My name is Pila and I'm coming to you from Vancouver Island, BC, Canada. I'm a managing market mentor with a company as well as a founder and a Cadillac earner. And I'm so excited to be here today with Andrea Lee Harris from Washington State in the US. She's a 30-year hairstylist. She brings so much experience. She's been there, done that, seen everything. Yet she has chosen Monat over any other hair care brands out there. So I just had to bring her on here so that she can tell you all what the scoop is, where she's coming from, why she has chosen Monat, and just go from there. So welcome, Andrea.
Thank you, Pila. It's so nice to connect, actually.
Yes. We had some technical difficulties over Facebook Live earlier, so hence the Zoom, but where there's a will, there's a way, right?
You just took the words right out of my mouth. Exactly.
We always figure something out. So tell us a little bit about your story, Andrea.
Well,
background and everything.
Okay, well, I've been standing behind the chair as a stylist since I was a teenager. I developed a passion for working with people and creating, and found an opportunity to do both in this career, and it's never ever let me down. I've always been super passionate about what I do. I love it. I love my clients. I love creating. So that in itself is kind of impressive for a kid who wasn't particularly a stellar student, and it wasn't for lack of intelligence. It was, I'd like to think so. Anyway, it was for lack of interest, because nothing really captivated me quite like working with my hands. And so in any case, I became a hairdresser, fell in love with it, and it's been my passion for 30 years. I've always loved working with products, and fell in love with a couple product lines within our professional beauty industry early. Promoted them like crazy because I really did like them a lot and believed in what I was using and selling, and it aided in what I was able to offer my clients. And so anyway, over the years, without getting into any kind of negativity or details, I'll just say that I've been without a full product line that I felt confident enough from behind the chair that I could, it would meet my clients' needs. I guess that's the best way to put it. And particularly because a lot of my clients were coming to me with thinning hair, problems, scalp issues, things that I truly didn't have an answer to. And some of those people were within my own family. And one in particular is my husband, who he's, you're a typical guy, I think, where he starts to get a little thin up there and nervous, and he's looking to me for answers. He was rattling my cage quite a bit about not having something he could count on. And then that wasn't for lack of trying. We had our shower full of all the different things, and nothing was really working. Plus, what he was finding is the active ingredients in those products were really irritating his scalp. And then I had another family member, my sister, who's my best friend and my wingman through life. She was having scalp issues as well. And I did recommend what I knew to, which was another, what's known as professional product line. And it actually made her situation worse. And my heart went out to her, because not only she being my sister and best friend, she's now encountering an issue where she was having quite a bit of flaking on her shoulders, and it was embarrassing. And she's a beautiful woman, and it's hard to watch somebody go through something, even something as simple as that, where you feel less attractive or whatever. And so I was really hurting for her that I couldn't fix her issues. And I'm the hair doctor, right? I'm the one they come to. And people can say, well, that's a scalp issue, and maybe that's the time to go to the doctor. And I certainly do recommend that if there's something I just can't address, or I feel like it's out of my league. And I did that with her, and her own doctor couldn't offer her anything basically that would remedy the issue either. So I don't know when you wanted me to jump into my testimonial, but that's kind of it's a good time. Is that a good time?
Tell us, like, why did you why or how did you come across Monat? How were you
Oh,
introduced to it? Did you have
oh,
any objections in the beginning when it was first introduced to you? Did you jump in right away, or did you take some time?
okay. Well, I will say this. This is probably a really important. Hi, Debbie. Debbie's ducking out. This is a really good time to share with you the market partner who introduced me. She actually met my dad at a wedding, and they started sharing about what this market partner, what she did for a living. And of course my dad's a chatterbox, and he says, well, gosh, you need to talk to my daughter. She's a hairdresser. She'd be really interested in your products. And Renee Bach, I just want to say her name because she's such a dear person to me. But she'd got my information, and she called me and she said, hey, I've got this. I'm a 30-year hairdresser. I understand you are too. I've been blown away. I'd really love to introduce you to these products. Now, this was about September of 2016. And I was quite intrigued, but I had some issues at the time, personal stuff with a friend that needed a lot of assistance that I didn't have the time to devote to get to know a product line. But I did tell Renee, I said, please keep calling me because I'm really, really interested, because I knew I had a client base that really could benefit from this. Mm. Excuse me. So I was even at times saying, gosh, maybe I should just redirect them to Renee. But she just says, Renee just kept saying, just let me know when you're ready. Anyway, the long story short, I was ready by September 2017. So it was a whole year that went by, and that typically wouldn't be the case, except for the fact that, like I said, I had a dear friend who was helping through the end of her life, and so that really took precedence. So when finally September, September's like a get back into gear kind of month, back to school and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, gosh darn, this is when I need to really, because my clients are needing me. I had a client literally text me, say, you mentioned something about a product line that can help me grow my hair back. Can I have the number to that gal? And so she was pursuing me because I'd already shared a little bit, not having even worked with the product, saying, hey, I know somebody, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I finally went, well, this is the time. So Renee and I got in contact with one another, and she says, okay, here's the product line. And then honestly, this is the way it went. When she told me the marketing model was direct marketing, I literally went from being super excited about a product line that was going to help meet my clients' needs to, oh, what? Oh man, because while I have been a very loyal customer to all of my friends who have sold products because they're good products and I want to support my friends, I've just never been anyone that did do direct sales at all. So it wasn't necessarily a turn off from a customer's point of view. Do you know what I mean? But from my point of view, with that little bitty, not really thinking a whole lot about it, it was just an initial resistance. Mm-hmm. And then Renee, she was like, hey, that's fine, but you said you need the product, so let's just get you the products. I said, that sounds great. So when we were talking about the different people I needed to get the products into their hands, it just turned out to make way more sense to get a product pack, than to buy all these systems. And she's like, and I'm like, well, gee whiz, as a stylist who's carried retail for many, many, many years, there's buy-ins that are in the 4 digits, so to have a buy-in be half that, and to have an exposure to the full product line, or very nearly the full product line, minus one product, and then 2 of the most popular, that was huge to me. I was like, okay, well, I can get a pretty good idea of what I'm working with. And so that was the resistance was mainly just my own limited thinking, really, honestly, and just training 30 years of what we know, as hairdressers and how you sell things. And, Anyway, I don't know if it's appropriate to say that, but it probably should be said that our professional product lines are no longer salon exclusive, as that's not a secret. And for years and for decades, truly, since I've been doing hair since the 80s, we were told as stylists that we were exclusive. And while we definitely have expertise, and but that in that department, there's no real exclusivity anymore. That doesn't exist. You can find those products everywhere, as people know. So that was really weighing on me, because not only was it making me feel, well, I don't know, less like I had something to offer. Does that make sense? Like, you know, and then what would be my incentive other than, okay, I'd like to share this with my clients, but then they can go and find it anywhere. I'm only at the salon, I'm behind the chair 3 days a week. While it's a lot of hours, I'm there from 10 until 9, but I'm just not there enough to be available for when they want to go and get product, you know? And so they would maybe find it elsewhere. And so that was an issue. So my retail sales went from, once upon a time, pretty impressive numbers for just being a sole proprietor. I'm not a salon owner. I'm a independent salon owner, but I had some pretty impressive retail prices way back, you know, when it was a salon exclusive products. To this year, I did my numbers, and prior to bringing on Monat, my numbers were, I can't even, it's cry worthy. It's tragic. It's a travesty what my retail numbers were. Anyway, and so once, and I just want to segue back to, once I saw what Monat was doing for the people that I love, and my sister in particular, with her problem scalp, and I have to say, she really initiated that whole treatment, because she took the Rejuvenique oil, instinctively put it on a part of her body, which happened to be on her hand at this point, that was really dry and flaky and irritated. And she just like helped herself. I mean, I wasn't even in the bathroom. I had products on my, you know, because I was trying everything out, and she grabbed it and kind of worked it into her hand. And then we'd gone out to lunch. I didn't know she was doing any of this. So we'd gone out to lunch about an hour later. She says, "Look at my hand." And I'm like, "What am I looking at?" Okay. She goes, "No, look at it." I've never, ever had, in the 2 years I've been struggling with this issue, I've never had my hand respond, or this spot respond to something. This is really interesting. And I'm like, okay, well, that's okay. You know what I mean? I really wasn't even catching how important this was to her, because it wasn't just her scalp that was breaking out. She was having little, you know, weird spots. Just midlife. It's female stuff. It's the stuff your mom doesn't tell you is going to happen. Anyway. So it was, then we thought, well, gee whiz, if it works on her hand that well, maybe we should take her to the salon and spot treat her scalp a little bit, because I was going to cut her hair anyway. And I thought, so we worked it into her problem areas. And then I had also the samples. So I sent her home with the samples. And she kept calling me throughout the week or texting me saying, "I am really experiencing relief for the first time, and I have not had that." Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be like, this is my story. So I'm sharing what's happened to me and my family members and people that I love getting results. So it's not a claim that this is going to be everyone's experience, but this was mine. And so a week later, my sister came in, and what's once had been very angry skin that was red and inflamed and flaking, a week later was clearly very much on its way to healing. It had sort of that pink opaque sort of look to it. The flaking had really calmed down. So we sent her, I said, "Oh my goodness, this is really impressive," because I knew how badly she'd struggled. Well, that said, we sent her home with some products or the samples. And then I had also, when I got my product box, given my husband, of course, immediately the Intense Repair shampoo, because that was, you know, one of the ones that's going to help, you know, shut him up for a while anyway. And then I just kind of gave our 17-year-old son the black, the men's 2-in-1. And I said, hey, take out of your shower what's in there now that we've been having him use, because he's got a diagnosis of chronic psoriasis since he was 2 years old.
Wow.
Well, you know that's an autoimmune situation. But I said, hey, just take out the other stuff and use this. And he's 17. Okay. So I kept asking him over the course of a couple of weeks, hey, how's it going? He's 17. He didn't really care all that much okay, whatever, and he was abiding by the, less is more and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, after I'd seen my sister's results, I thought to myself, well, how about if we treat, I don't know, is that Shauna? Hi, Shauna. Anyway,
she does here.
I'll see if I can mute.
Refresh that.
Oh, I don't think I can mute her from my phone.
I don't want her to hear me. You don't hear.
Oh.
Hey, Shauna, if you can hear us, or if you can hear me right now, can you just hit the mute button on the bottom?
Oh, she did. It looks like she did.
Oh,
okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Anyway, so I wanted to say that with anyone who has any kind of experience with psoriasis, it is on autoimmune, and different people have different breakout areas and what have you. My son has a condition called guttate psoriasis. So it's basically on his trunk and on his arms, in his hairline, and his ears in particular are very, very bad, especially this time of the year. So anyway, once I said to him, hey, your auntie had such great success with treating those problem patches with the oil, why don't we try to treat your ears? Because the ears are so bad. They're really, without getting really graphic, but they're very, very, very severe. But he wears his hair a little bit longer to cover. So anyway, I had taken him into the bathroom, and I thought, I told him, we'll just put some of the oil on your ears. I went to go lift up his hair to see what I knew was going to be the nightmare, like it always is. And there was no breakout. There was no breakout. And I can tell you right now, it was the closest thing I've ever experienced to seeing what I felt was like a miraculous experience. I mean, literally, you can imagine, he's had it for 15 years. We've had to treat him with a strong topical steroid for 15 years or for 13 years. When that was his first prescription. That's the only thing he's ever responded to. And steroids, how they work. Anyway, what we found, so I lifted up the other, to check the other ear, and it's clear. And I'm in tears. I mean, Arlene and Derek were driving back from, wherever they were, and I called them. I'm like, I'm in tears. I was just in awe. Because what that told me, because we weren't treating him at all with the oil specifically, he was just getting residual benefits from the shampoo. That was just from the shampoo.
Wow.
So I was, at that point, I was like, I cannot keep this from my clients. I mean, this has to be, and of course my husband, one of the main ones, he said, oh, my hair stopped, really stopped. I noticed stopped I stopped seeing as much hair in the sink and when he was brushing it and stuff. And anyway, it was just, to me, it was my own personal experience and then I was able to confidently bring it behind the chair and share it with these clients that I've had and developed relationships with over the decades, and just say with just great conviction, this is a product line you do not want to miss out on. And they just grabbed hold of and just were so excited. And it's just been, it's been truly an amazing experience for me. And I don't know, I'm not even giving you a chance to ask questions. I could just go on and on. It's been such a thrill, Pila. It really has been, because for those who don't know, and a lot of people who watch this don't know, I was sideswiped by a really bad health situation. Only 2 weeks after I joined Monat, I ended up in the hospital for the first time in my life. And it has been a very difficult recovery. And for a hairdresser to miss December is unheard of. It just doesn't happen. I mean, you go bleeding to death. You go with, drag it. It doesn't matter. And I had, it was a pretty severe situation. So I have been unable to get behind the chair. But I have also been able to sustain a business without standing behind the chair because of Monat and what they've offered me for as a professional to be able to still get a residual income from my retail. And also in the very beginning, like middle, I went to an event, brought people that my sister is one of the people I brought along because she already had an experience. And so she was going to buy in just as a market partner to be a, glorified customer, just didn't really have any intention on selling or, the story. Yeah. And then my team was born that day. I brought another hairdresser friend, and she had been dealing with some, we call it skinny hair issues, because she was thinning. And so she'd been really looking for a product line that could answer her personal issues and then also help with her clients too. So my team, I had on November, I want to say it was the 18th, nobody, like other than me, and maybe I think I had one customer, maybe. Renee might know the answer to that, but by the next day, by the event day, I had a team. Wow. And they were just so captivated, not because it was some big, jump up and down, bells and whistles show. It was people giving testimonials like I'm giving, that this is a product line that really works. And the company is happy to just reward you for sharing it.
Right. Well, that was actually going to be one of my questions, because for those of us who are approaching stylists and talking to hairstylists about this business, as we know, they're all working 12, 13, 14 hours a day. They run off their feet. What flows in their veins is primarily caffeine, but because they don't they have to keep themselves going because they're so busy and they have to work these really long hours. And so what a lot of us oftentimes kind of encounter with the stylists are that, I'm so busy already, I can't add anything else to my plate. What would you say to those stylists? Because I know you were and are busy yourself. How have you found time to build a business? And did you even want to build a team when you first started, or did you just want to do retail?
I literally just was looking for a retail line, and if it had come to me through the traditional channels of marketing model, I would have jumped on board just the same because the product itself was so good. Mm-hmm. As far as taking more time, it doesn't take any more time because I'm already standing behind the chair and my clients are already coming to me looking for answers. Yeah. So having the answers is actually taking less time than standing around wondering what I'm going to do to answer this problem or that problem. Because I'm just not someone, and I'm a salesperson, but I'm not someone that can simply sell something without really feeling a strong conviction or a passion for what I'm selling. It's just not like me to be dishonest or glass something over. I will share from my heart what I feel about something, mm-hmm. good, bad, or indifferent. But this has been a real, it's been a rocket ship is the best way to put it, because the passion is so, it's really palpable. I mean, in our salon, 2 of the other hairdressers have brought it on because and I'm trying to not, I'm very respectful of people's space. So I try not to, impose on their workspace, and they have, maybe they're not hairdressers that sell it. So I'm not gonna, but because they see me educating my own clients and sharing and even dialed way down volume wise, trying to keep it quiet. My one girlfriend, a hairdresser, she's like, you need to speak louder so I can hear more. I want to, so I was like, I'm just trying to not, be that person. That's the obnoxious one because, but it's just, it's truly, it's it's become something that's very intriguing. Because we hairdressers, even if you're not looking to bring on an entire new line, like I was really looking for a whole new line. But I was primarily looking for answers for my problem clients. And so what I say to those hairdressers is, you always need a regrow system in your retail arsenal. You have to have that. That is a situation us hairdressers deal with every single day, is our clients coming to us saying, now we hear that it's too dry or it's too this or that, but when they come to us doe-eyed with, I'm losing my hair, there's nothing that touches our hearts, if you have one, more than when your own customer comes to you with that issue. That is a matter of self-esteem, your self-image. It affects how you really present yourself in life. If you feel like you're losing your hair, it's devastating. So again, having a proven regrow system, just the regrow system, doesn't matter if you sell any other product. I mean, I would of course recommend that, but the regrow system is something that it's worth becoming a market partner to just be able to have access to the regrow system for those clients.
Yeah.
Just for those clients.
And in your 30 years of experience, have there been any other lines that have actually truly worked for hair regrowth?
No, I can say, and I will not obviously name names, but I did have one that I used as a recommendation because I didn't really have another one that offered anything. This one is pretty standard. It's not one that, I mean, most hairdressers will say, oh yeah, that's the one they recommend, but it wasn't long-term results. It was, and again, the active ingredient, I think that there was a lot of inactive ingredients as well, but I'm not obviously a chemist or formulator, but I think it was very harsh for a lot of people. And I have a couple of clients in particular that are very, very ingredient sensitive. So, and they were also thinning. So that pretty much got them out of the running for even that one product that I felt like I could maybe recommend. But I will say that my husband was using the same product and experienced the same thing, very, very harsh on his scalp. And as soon as Monat got into our house, that man cleared out the shower. I mean, once he experienced how gentle, and he was the one that really spearheaded the shower clean out. He was like, all right, this has got to go. In fact, he kept pestering me. When are you going to get rid of the XYZ line out of the shower? When are you going to take that out? And finally, he just went ahead and corralled it all, and off to the dump it went. So
that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, that's the thing. It's like a lot of people find that it ends up being sort of like a family affair. I mean,
oh yeah, without a doubt.
5-year-old, she's obsessed with the junior system, and she's always making sure that I've got all the 3 pieces, that we have enough.
Well, and it's interesting that you said that, because my husband and I, we have 7 grandchildren and one more coming, and we have 5 boys, but this is out of 2 of our sons who are married. They and their wives, one has 4 and one has 3, one more on the way. And they're also passionate about putting healthy things into their family homes and on their plates and everything else. And so it's been really a neat thing to have them get excited about the products as well. Hi, Renee.
Oh my goodness. Rebecca herself.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's been really cool. And my one daughter-in-law, well, actually, I've got 2, but the one in particular is really, really about super healthy stuff. And so it was really neat to be able to put that in her hands and let her have the opportunity to use that with confidence on our beautiful little grandchildren. So,
oh, that's amazing. Well, your story is so inspiring. And I mean, there's more and more hairstylists who are much like yourself, whose eyes are like wide open and they can't believe what's possible. And and what these products actually do and how much they as professionals are finally able to help their clients.
Yeah,
like,
it's really, it's a game, and honestly, Pila, it's a game changer for us as professionals. And I say that not to discourage people who are non-hairdressers, because as you know, then you're not a hairdresser and you do quite well. And there's the top earners in the company there's some great top earners in the company that are hairdressers, but I think the highest income earners are not. So and I have said this to quite a few of my team members who maybe feel like they don't have the advantage. And I'm like, you have just as much of an advantage as I do, in the sense that you have access to all the same education with what Monat offers, with what's pertaining to how to address people's issues and stuff like that. I don't have any more advantage than you do. And honestly, and I've shared this too with quite a few of them, that any rep that's ever walked in our salon door in the last 30 years, not one single one of them has been a licensed hairdresser. They've all just been reps for their company that know their product.
Yeah.
That is why it is not necessary. You don't have to be a hairdresser. It's just, I happen to have people coming to me and sitting in my chair that are looking for answers, and I happen to have one. So, and a really good one. And I've just been totally blown away and blessed by the product line. And so I would say to any hairdresser, the traditional sales model that we've used forever, decades, is no longer beneficial to us. It really isn't. And I'm not saying everybody needs to but be open to change, because honestly, I did poll all of my clients when I brought this, the ones that were there, when I brought this line aboard, I asked them, do you shop online? Do you shop online? Do you shop online? That was like a question. Then every one of them, minus maybe two, said absolutely they shop online. Well, we know that's the case, but I wanted to know from my own clients, do you shop online? And the answer was absolutely yes. Having products arrive at your door versus having to drive out of your way to find out if your hairdresser's there, all that kind of stuff. It just was so appealing, which I know has been a huge, huge plus for me to be able to say, just go to my website. Here you go. And I will write them out or text them their own personal recommendation. That's been the case, I think, most of the time, has been a text recommendation after I've already sampled them behind the chair. I follow up. Hey, just wanted to see, because we talked about it. They're like, oh yeah, absolutely. Let me know tell me what to get. Send them the link to my website, send them the recommendation, and bam, it's done. It's like, and you certainly can do it at the salon too, absolutely. And then there's clients that are just like those, maybe you're going to have a handful that just don't do online shopping. Well, that's when you would go ahead and have it available for them there, but you don't have to carry, shelves and shelves of retail that's going to be collecting dust. It's, you want the purest. So they want to get it right direct, like from the company. That's going to be your, best option.
Plus it's going to be fresh. That it's,
fresh product.
It doesn't stockpile a whole ton of product because our ingredients are natural based. We don't use a ton of preservatives. So they always want to make sure that they have fresh batches coming out. So you don't get something that's been sitting on a shelf for 6, 7, 8, 9 months.
Exactly. And that's why I say it's just, there's so many wins about the way that this product comes to you. And then getting, like I said, I don't have to be present in order to get the commission from the sales. It's so there you go. It's pretty amazing all the way around.
It is. Well, how about if we tell our viewers a little bit about the company itself too? I know that you went into the products a lot from the perspective of a hairdresser and what it does and how it's helped your clients. And and there's many hundreds more to help. But like,
Yeah.
who is even Monat? Let's talk a little bit about it. Do you mind if I go over just a little bit about the company, and perhaps
Please.
maybe you can touch a little bit about the products, like the different lines that we have? What do you think?
That sounds great. You do that because you've got the. It looks if you've got the Dare to Succeed with you. Do you have that?
I'd never leave the house without this, you guys. If you're considering this as a business, you're gonna have one of these or more. You can have as many as you want. But honestly, I don't leave my house without this little guide. It just has little bullet points that I can talk about when I present the business to people. So I'm gonna show you how it's done. So who is Monat? We've been talking a little, quite a bit here with Andrea about the line, what the products do, how they perform, but who is behind the company? What's the scoop? So Monat is actually the world's first ever anti-aging hair care company that has naturally based products that are clinically third-party proven to actually work. And the cool thing about these products is that, yes, they are professional quality. We actually love to say that they're actually superior to professional products because they actually perform and come with a money-back guarantee as well if you don't get the results that you want. But what's really neat is that it does have a limitless opportunity attached to it, meaning that you're not just relying on the retail sales to make money. You can actually build a team. You can share the shampoo love with other people, and they can do the same, and you can literally make as little or as much as you want. Some people come into this business and they just want to make $200 a month to take care of their car payment or maybe their daughter's ballet lessons. Or maybe there's those that want to replace their full-time income, which is I have done over the course of the time that I've been with a company. So the choice is totally yours that way. What really gets me excited is that we really have a new market segment. Nobody does what we do. Nobody offers naturally based products that regrow hair and rejuvenate hair. Nobody does it. And yes, we are a network marketing company, and nobody else in the network marketing industry does what we do. Nobody does hair care exclusively. There's companies out there, yes, that offer hair care, but those things just wash your hair. They don't improve your hair. They don't help you deal with issues. They don't help you make your hair better in any sort of a way. It's just, like a washing product. So another thing which gets me excited is that we don't have to change people's buying habits. So I'm sure that all of you have been approached by companies out there that, come and join and buy these plastic containers from our home party, or, oh, come and check out this jewelry line, or, oh, come check out this makeup line. They're all fabulous products. I use most of them. I love supporting my friends in this industry. But guess what? I only buy those things like the plastic containers. I buy them once every 10 years because they last that long. Great quality, yes, but no residual income really. But guess what? Everybody shampoos their hair. Oops. Are we still on here? Okay, my phone was doing something funny. So everybody washes their hair. Go check out your friends' bathrooms. Everybody has a bottle of shampoo in there. So, and it's a consumable product. People use it up, they want more. And in the case of Monat, people actually love the product. So they're not likely to switch to a different line or go to a drugstore and get something off the shelf because nothing performs like Monat does. And how do we market these products? Guess what? You don't have to go and put newspaper ads in the papers, or you don't have to go door to door like the vacuum salesman used to go. We are a social company, so we market in social ways, just like this Zoom call right now. We get on Facebook Lives. If you're not a social media person, no problem at all. You can have people, we're not the party plan company, but you can have people over at your house. You can do a wine and wash. You get the products on their hair. You can borrow a friend's salon. You can do a wash party there. Or you can just get together at a wine bar or at a restaurant, or just one-on-one coffee date. Like, we just love to be social. All we do is just share the information in this little brochure. And it's just, I just find it so much fun. So some people have actually come to me and said, oh, it's shampoo, like there can't be much business in that. So let's talk about it a little bit. So the hair care industry is an $81 billion marketplace, and it's projected to grow to $105 billion by 2024. I have more facts coming which are going to blow your mind. I hope that you're sitting down. When Monat first started, in our first year, they were hoping to make $1 million in revenue. They thought they're going to be, kicking butt if they make that 1 million. Well, accidentally what happened is that we made $25 million our first year. Our second year, we made roughly 70 million. And now this is our third year in business, and we're on track to hit over $300 million in revenue by the end of this month, which is next week. Like we have about a week and a half to go. This is crazy, you guys. Our growth is so fast. Like we're in something that the industry experts call hyper growth, because we are growing way faster than an average brick and mortar business or just any other business out there. And it is because of the products we have. We truly have something that is superior, that is professional or beyond professional quality, money back guarantee, and people just love what we've got. So among all these numbers, the sales numbers and everything, and us offering a money back guarantee, guess what? We'll have less than 1% return rate. The last I heard, the actual exact number was 0.06%. So out of 100 people who buy shampoo, they have what? Less than one person returning the products technically. So it's pretty amazing. And as I mentioned earlier, these ingredients that we have are clinically proven. We went through Try Princeton, which is an independent cosmetics testing lab, very highly regarded. You can feel free to Google them. Monat did studies for about 3 years with them before the products even launched in the marketplace. And they were proven superior to things like argan oil, like our rejuvenating oil is superior to argan oil, as well as our regrowth ingredient Capixel is superior to minoxidil. You can go to your drugstore and see the hair regrowth aisle, see where those products are and see what products contain minoxidil, which is like a generic ingredient. So we're superior. Another thing which is important to mention, a lot of the so-called professional lines are nowadays made in China. What does that mean? China requires animal testing on products. So, and people are getting so conscious these days. A lot of people are turning vegan. A lot of people have allergies. They maybe have like a gluten intolerance, things like that. Monat is manufactured in the US, in Miami. We have our own manufacturing facility that is FDA approved. FDA doesn't approve products, I want to make that clear, but they do approve manufacturing facilities, and ours is FDA approved. And our products are, animal product free. They're vegan and they're gluten free, so we can really fit into everybody's life out there. We have no inventory to carry. This is what gets me excited. I know a couple ladies who sell other network marketing products, and they literally have a room in their house for their stock, like shelves of things that they have to sell. So with Monat, as Andrea was mentioning earlier, everything ships directly from the company. Yes, you can have a couple of things at home if you want to have, some quick retail sales or whatnot. But honestly, I have literally a couple of bottles in my office because everything ships directly to my customers. I don't need to do any deliveries. I don't need to take orders. I don't need to worry about payments. Monat does all of it for us. The other thing is our incredible compensation plan. Guys, I would really, really challenge you actually. Go to the market partner who showed you this video, ask them for a Monat compensation plan, and then go and check out compensation plans from other network marketing companies. I know that you're not going to find anything that even comes close. Our bonuses, our payment structure, our car bonus plan, which is a white Cadillac. You can choose a white Cadillac of your choice. It has to be brand new or less than 5 years old. Very attainable goal. So I challenge you to compare our compensation plan to other plans out there. And I know there's not going to be anything that comes as close. And the reasoning is that because Monat is a debt-free company, it's a family-owned company backed by a sister company that's been in the industry for about 17 years in the Latin American countries. So everything is paid off. So all the profits that the company generates, they don't go back to pay off loans. They don't go back to stockholders. They don't go back to who knows who. they come into our, as market partners, pockets. It's so, so exciting to be able to get paid what we are worth. And if you want to get paid more, you just work more. If you want to get paid less, sit back and eat bonbons on your couch. I don't know. The choice is really yours. I'm not even kidding you. So the other thing that's really exciting about Monat is that, like, we don't do any paid advertising, but we have had a lot of media coverage, like unprompted, unpaid media coverage. There's been celebrity endorsements. There's been, oh my goodness, we have won numerous awards. Let me grab this paper actually, because I don't remember them all. But in April 2016, we won the Gold Stevie Award as a Startup of the Year in Consumer Products Industries, plus a Silver for Fastest Growing Company, and Bronze Stevie for having a really motivational opportunity video. We have also won 3 Hermes Creative Awards, and including 2 gold. You guys, these ones are reputable organizations that are providing these awards. This is not a joke. This is a real deal. Monat, according to Euromonitor International, again, I encourage you to Google and see that what this company is all about, but it's an independent international statistics and market research company. They have announced that Monat is going to be the #1 hair care company in the world in 2018. Let that sink in. Right now, we're just in the US and Canada, and we have not even scratched the surface. Most people who I talk to, they have never heard about these products. And we're going global. I don't know when we're going global, but I know it's happening sooner rather than later. So it's really, really exciting. Monat is, there's so many professional hair care products out there. It's so even more of those, whatever is in your drugstore. I'm not mentioning any names. That's not important. Euromonitor says that Monat will own 10% of the premium hair care market in North America in 2018. So that's out of all these different professional brands that you see at your salons. Monat is going to have 10% of that market segment. And then overall, as a hair care market, Monat is going to have 3% of that market in 2018. You guys, you need to let this sink in. This is like a multi-billion-dollar industry, and we have a product line that nobody else can touch because of our pending patents and everything. Do you want a slice of this pie or no? Do you want some pie? I would suggest you have some pie, because this is absolutely incredible. So I could not be more excited, because I mean, as I said earlier, you can do this as a side gig, you can do this as a sometimes gig. The choice is entirely yours, but I can tell you that I used to be an optician, eye clinic manager, contact lens fitter for 15 years, both in the corporate as well as independent sectors. And I've owned my own companies. I had a national eyewear import and distribution company. I've done crafty things, sold things on Etsy, Amazon, whatever, eBay. I've never seen anything like this, and I'm fully retired. This has, I cannot, I wish I could say numbers, but it's against our compliance. I can't say any numbers, but literally compared to my corporate salary, I'm making about 5 times than I used to make in the corporate world, you guys. And I've only done this for about 2 years. So if I could, a non-hair professional, then anyone can. Like, seriously, you just have to follow our plan, and our plan is this. So it's just crazy. So I am wondering if, Andrea, if you would like to tell people a little bit about, just touch a little bit about the different systems that we have and what each system does, because you're the expert when it comes to.
I'm getting there. Certainly people that are more expert with definitely more experience with the product line, but just from a professional's point of view, in terms of what I would recommend for different people, the systems are the best way to go. They're the easiest. They've already put products in combinations that address specific issues. And the first issue, which is the one that probably most hairdressers would be interested in, is the regrow system. And that's going to be the Intense Repair shampoo and the Intense Repair spray. That's going to target the thinning or skinny, as we like to call hair, issues for people. So that's a system right there. The Classic Confidence is another system, and I'm going by memory, so I hope I get them right. But that's the men's 2-in-1 black shampoo. It's just called black because it's in a black tube, but it's and then that comes also with the Intense Repair spray. So both of those are effectively regrowth systems. As I understand it, the black came out first, and then the Intense Repair came out second. My understanding is that they both have the exact same amount of capixyl in them, so you're going to get the same result with both systems. So those are to me like the big highlight as far as the regrowth system, because as you know, there's nothing out there that really has the results that this line has for regrowth. Then we move into the hydration system for people that have dry hair, thirsty hair, lack of moisture issues. Then you've got your hydration system, and that's the Renew shampoo, the Restore leave-in conditioner, and the Replenish mask. And that's just a dynamite triple treat for people that really need hydration. Yeah.
I love that system.
Then there's the people that really need to plump up their hair. They've got skinny hair. They need some life to their hair. That's going to be the Volume system, and that's the Revive shampoo, the Revitalize conditioner, and the Root Lifter. And those are just a dynamite combination for people that really want. That's what my sister uses, because she had that sort of skinny hair, with of course, use the problem, thing. So she uses the Rejuvenate oil for that as well. So again, I'm going by memory here. We've got hydration. We've got with the Regrow. We've got the Volume. Then there. My goodness, literally, this is me going by memory. Well, there's the kids line.
Yeah, there's the kids. There's we have styling products.
Oh yeah, the styling. I mean, the styling products are fantastic. The Moxie Magnifying Mousse is fabulous. Just very silky, sort of a pump foam mousse that's not got a propellant in it. It's delicious and it's soft. It gives a good amount of hold without any kind of stickiness. Hairspray is fabulous. Now hairspray for a hairdresser is like, I mean, you got to have a good hairspray. And one thing I learned, and thanks to Renee, because she's so great with product knowledge, is any of the really liquidy products that we have, just give them a good shake. And Pila, you helped with that when you did your dry shampoo. You did that product. Well, you didn't say what product it was because it was on your regular page, but you did the demo for that. That was great. The dry shampoo that is called the Champ, and it's fantastic. But any of the Root Lifter, I'm trying to think of another one that's maybe liquidy. They just shake them up really well first, because the essential oils, they tend to separate when they just set stagnant. But if you shake them really well, then you're going to get the full benefit of the essential oil that's infused in all the products. So the men's line is fabulous. It has a styling clay. A lot of guys like to do their hair really. And the nice thing about what I love about the styling line is that all of the products are infused with the proprietary blend of the 13 essential oils that really promote the detoxifying and the cleanness and the health of the hair and the healthy regrowing. So anything you're using within the line is going to help promote the fullest amount of, the full benefit of healthy hair and healthy hair regrowth. So that's really what I've been sharing with my clients, is that you're in good shape literally from the time you start washing till the last squirt of hairspray. You can take comfort and be confident in knowing that all of these products are going to promote a toxin-free hair and scalp environment.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, it's so exciting. And plus it's so exciting to see. When I first started with the company in 2015, we had 9 products. We just had 9. We got this little package of stuff. And now it's 27. It's so amazing how much we have grown. So, well, let's talk a little bit about how people could get involved with a company, because that's the thing. It's you don't have to sell these products in order to use these products. We have 3 different options, and I'll tell you super quick about it. First is retail. You can go on the website of the market partner who shared this video with you. You can pay full price, full shipping, get it delivered to your door, ta-da, and you're done. Now, I know that when you receive that first order, you're going to love these products. Like, I really, really rarely see somebody that's like, you know, I'll go back to my old shampoo. This almost never, ever, ever happens. So you might as well save some money while you're using something on a regular basis. This is why we have our VIP program. It's amazing. You can sign up for a lifetime membership, not the yearly. You just pay the fee once. It's $20 in the States, $25 in Canada. I'm just rounding it up by 5 cents there. And what you get is you will get access to the opportunity to earn free products. You're not going to be earning money but by referring friends. You can earn free product credits. You'll have access to flash sales. You'll get the discount on your products. You'll get free shipping. Every time you have a shipment come out, you will get a free only for you product, which, by the way, I'm going to mention right now. This is December 2017. I'm not sure when you're going to be watching this video, but this month when you sign up as a VIP customer, you will get the free oh my gosh, super moisture mask. That's a mouthful. I always forget. Super moisture mask. I forget, I think it's a 4-ounce product, and it's going to last you a long time because our products are so concentrated.
I'm trying to mute myself, sorry.
And then you're going to also get another surprise product from Monat, which is the same size. So you're going to technically get roughly about $50 US worth of free products if you end up joining as a VIP customer in December 2017. And now the third option, which is like Andrea and myself and some other people who I see here on the line, we are market partners with the company. So this is when, you know, there's a couple different reasons why you may want to join as a market partner. First of all, obviously that you want to make either some side income or transition this into a full-time gig for yourself and replace your full-time income. Or you can just join as a market partner for a larger discount. Market partners get 30% off their products, actually 30 to 40. I'm not going to go into details how the 40 happens, but it does happen a lot. But you'll also have access to our Cadillac program, which I mentioned. Once you reach a certain level, Monat starts paying your car payments. And those payments in the US range from, gosh, if I could remember the US numbers, I believe it's from $500 US to $900, and here in Canada it's from $600 to $1,200 every single month towards your shiny white Cadillac payment. And as a market partner, the income potential is massive. As I said, you can earn as little or as much as you want. You do not have to build a team if you do not want to build a team. If you feel like you just want to sell a bottle of shampoo here and there, you can do that. That's totally fine. Or if you'd like, you can build a team and actually earn on building a team and actually leveraging the income. With the Monat compensation plan, what's so neat is that you don't have to do a lot yourself, but if you have a team and everybody does a little, it ends up generating residual income for you, which technically is getting paid in your sleep. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. Every morning I wake up and I check my stats. There's sales there that I haven't made because I was sleeping. And I know the same is happening with Andrea and all the other market partners. So it's really, really amazing being able to leverage kind of the crowds. And we're really, really, what should I say, compensated on helping others. In this business, you can't come into this and think that you're going to do this alone. I'm going to run a business, I'm going to build a business, and you're going to do this alone. You can't really do this alone if you really want to make proper residual income. We get bonuses for helping our downline market partners. So as you help other people succeed, your own success is just a really nice side effect, which comes naturally. When you first start with Monat, there's something called a smart start period. Again, I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but there's like a little formula that you're given. And if you fill the steps and you do the steps in that Smart Start plan, you're gonna earn roughly $3,000 Canadian, and I believe it's 2,700 in the US if you complete those steps. And you can always do more and earn more. I actually know of somebody who made $8,000 during her Smart Start period, just because she just decided to take advantage of the unlimited bonuses available. So I am speechless. I don't know where I would be if I didn't say yes to this business. What about you, Andrea?
Honestly, and I can't beat myself up for not joining sooner. It just, life circumstances didn't afford that for me.
Yeah.
But I am so grateful I joined when I did. My only regret is that I wish I could have, or I wish I knew then what I know now, and I wish I would have known to join sooner. So I think that, especially that goes for everyone, but in particular for hairdressers, speaking to that, just don't wait. Get these products at least into your retail arsenal now. Do it sooner than later. Your clients will be looking to buy it from someone else if they're not buying it from you, because somebody like Pila, somebody like my sister, who are fabulous and knowledgeable in the product line, but not hairdressers, these clients will buy from other people other than you as a hairdresser. I don't want my clients getting their answers for their hair care needs from anywhere but me. I'm their go-to person. So as a hairdresser, you're really doing yourself a ginormous disservice by not taking this product line on, even, like I said, and even just for the regrowth system, even to have that available for your clients that have the thinning hair. This is it really is, there's nothing more superior to that's been proven to regrow hair as well as this system. So why not have the best to offer your clients? Because again, if you don't, someone else, they'll get it from someone else.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. So, well, thank you so much, Andrea, for hopping on here today. It's been so amazing chatting with you. I know you're still relatively new in the business, and we haven't chatted that much. And I feel like, oh my gosh, I know you so much better after all this.
Well, it really has been amazing. I feel like I can't gobble up enough information about the company and about the line in particular, and the different aspects and the research. And I'm not particularly interested in science, but it's gotten me more interested in the science of hair regrowth and the way that the hair responds to different things and different ingredients and what have you. It's really piqued my interest, where I didn't really necessarily find myself terribly interested on the front end of it. But in any case, it's been amazing for the last, let's see, it's been about 2 months for me. In fact, I want to say just over 2 months. But really in the last month, little over, that I've been as active and with it rather. And then most of that month, I have been down with a health issue that's compromised my ability to be behind the chair. So having this company access to all the benefits when I did has been a true godsend to me. And I'm just super, super grateful for Renee and Pila and Arlene and Derek and all the others that have come up alongside of me and helped out and set examples and made it easy to duplicate, easy to share. I do for my team what you guys have done for me, or at least I try. And so I just super appreciate the sort of the family, the camaraderie, the support within Monat. The culture of Monat is very, very, very warm and very, very family oriented. And I love that.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for joining. I don't know how long we've been on here, but
I think it's been an hour.
Maybe, I know. Time flies when you're having fun. But thank you so much, everybody, for hopping on here. Thank you, Andrea, for your testimonial, for talking about your experience. prior to and with the company. And for those of you who are watching this, thank you so much for all of you who hopped on here live. And this link, the recording is going to be posted in a group called Meet Monat with Team Freedom Factory on Facebook. So feel free to share it out to anybody who may find value in this. And please go back to the market partner who shared this video with you so that they can give you more information and perhaps get you started. So thank you so much. Thank you, Andrea.
Bye.
You all have an amazing day.
Thanks, Pilar.